Hello guys, I feel like I have to start videos being really weird and creepy, but hi, kia ora, how are you? I was just tidying the house and I was like having a bop, and Ariana Grande's new song started, that Thank You Next one. And I was like, you know what? I've learned a lot from exes, so let's talk about things I've learned from dating, from being a teenager. So, do I go through them chronologically? I don't know. I've had so many not exes because we weren't technically a couple. Well, I guess for my first few boyfriends, they were like 2-week relationships, so they don't count. What did I learn from my first major relationship? That I was a crazy person. Yeah. No. I did learn that I was a crazy person. But I also wasn't a good person. And he was actually wonderful, you know. I look at it now and I was a crazy person and I'm so sorry. And, you know, we were together between 16 and 18, and you know, those are hard years anyway. And then there's like this person that you're like a little kid and you're convinced you're going to marry them, and I don't know, I was a bad person. Like, I think not having any kind of short-term relationships where actual feelings are involved probably was a hindrance, but I'm watching my cat, she's probably gonna be a pain. Yeah, so I learned how to, from him, I learned to just, and it took me years, even after him, I learned to just, you know, like, take a step back. You know, big dramatic fights and then making up, and then having another big dramatic fight and then making up, and then, you know, it gets old. And it was old while we were doing it, but yeah, I don't know. If you're young and you're with a person and you love them heaps, that's really, really cool. But make sure it's not like you're fighting and you break up and then you make up again and then you break up and then you make up again. Like, sometimes those relationships work in the long run, but a lot of times they don't, you know. There's a reason you guys are breaking up before you're making up again. So yeah, just look after yourself, you know, when you're young and you're in a relationship. It's like, I have so many younger cousins, and some, you know, some of them haven't looked after themselves within their relationships, and they've been abusive or they've been abused, you know, or taken advantage of, and that sucks. Anyway, hopefully they learn too. Other exes, I've had so many that were like, can we like not be dating, but can we just like hang out every day and have sex? Yeah, those people, they might be actually really cool, genuinely cool people, because that's what I found, that they're actually genuinely pretty cool people. But that's like, it's really hard because, you know, I felt like I loved them or whatever. They always lasted a while, and I put everything into the relationship, and I kept covering my mouth with my hands. I put everything into those relationships and I got nothing out of it. So, you know, like, yeah, stepping back from it when you're out of it, because like those sorts of relationships for me were like one after the other after the other after the other. Stepping back from it now, I realize, you know, that they were getting what they wanted while trampling all over me, and while unintentional it probably was, that's what it was, you know. I was giving them my heart and they weren't like mentally in it, you know. Like, I keep saying you know. Anyway, so I learned from them that it's really unfair to you, the person who has the feelings in the relationship, to be dragged along so the other person can like have sex on tap type thing. And you know, they might be a really nice person, but if it's been like a really long time and they've known how you've felt about them for a while and they're still like treating you kind of not crappy, but Jesus Christ, so many cats, not crappy, but not as someone should be treated as someone's partner, you know. Yeah, so I learned that I'm actually worth more than crappy relationships with nice people, or you know, not even them. Not are they nice people? Anyway, those relationships suck. I've also learned from crappy relationships. I feel like it's like my main relationship, and then all these other kind of crappy ones, and then my one now that I have with James. That's kind of like the middle ones are all just kind of wedged together, and I guess that's kind of a way you look at things, you know, like you remember your first relationship so well because it was your first time doing anything like that. What else did I learn? That even when you break up, hanging out can happen. I'm friendly with most of my exes, but it's great because Bear's friendly with a lot of his exes too, so it's not a thing. But I know some people find it hard, and what I would say is, like, don't force it to begin with. Take time apart. Take a break. You don't have to be friends from like the day you break up. You just take time. Learn oh, shoot. Sort out your feelings for them. If you genuinely liked them as a person, you can then reach out, and after time has passed and stuff, and you've got a friend. You don't have to be best friends. As I said, I'm friendly. Like, they're not my friends. I wouldn't consider them. But you know, it's nice to bump into them and see them at parties or whatever. What else have I learnt? That when you're young, a lot, it seems, it was to me and some of my friends, I guess, was like really important to have someone, like, you know, like, it wasn't who you were dating, it was just that you were dating, and that doesn't need to be a thing. I'm trying to get my thoughts into you. Like, just because you think someone's pretty cool and you're single and maybe you like flirt and stuff, they don't have to be your boyfriend or girlfriend or spouse or whatever. But even then, that person can also be your best friend. I had a friend like that, and I still like absolutely adore him to this day. But you know, don't force things, don't make things something they're not if there's no like genuine feelings of wanting to commit to someone, isn't there? Because then you're not happy. Yeah. But you know, if you really enjoy this person's company and you guys can keep seeing each other without seeing each other, do that too. It's really hard to explain, and I feel like I'm just totally contradicting what I said before, that it's okay to be single. But it is. But some single girls like being single, and also having a date on dial, I guess. I don't I feel like I'm really bad at relationship stuff. Okay, what have I learned from all my exes though is that yes, I have all these bunch of mental problems and physical problems, and you don't have to suddenly like start be dating. It's like, I guess dating means different things in different places, but like you don't have to suddenly be ride or die with them. Or, I mean, Bear and I were friends for a very long time. Like, I don't remember meeting him. I don't remember how I met him. Probably through his ex-girlfriend, who I was also friends with, or friendly with. And then we were like acquaintances for years. And then one day things switched in our heads. Actually, on the same night we discovered, after talking about it. But neither of us were actively looking for a spouse. And we were literally at this event, both of us alone. Like, it didn't matter, you know, it was like just a casual thing. And then we started communicating more. And even then, it was just like I think it was like 6 months before both of us realized the other person was interested. 6 months. And there were like ups and downs. There's still ups and downs, but we have been together for 6 years. And so thank you, exes, because you taught me that I'm a crazy bitch. How to play with my feelings, how to like figure out my own feelings, and not expect a perfect relationship. And like, it's so hard. It's okay to be single, because it's easier to be single than being in an awful place all the time, you know. Jumping from relationship to relationship with someone who doesn't care about you in the same way you care about them. You know, people who break up with you through text message. That's happened to me more than once. You know, thank you for teaching me, while obviously not to them, someone can love me in the way that I loved them. Sometimes I thought I loved people. My cats are having a hissing fit at each other. But yes, anyway, thank you. Thank you, Ariana Grande. This is like the first song of hers I've really even listened to, and I really like it. And she's not my type of music at all. But she has a mean ponytail, so I actually really like my ponytail today too. But anyway, thanks. I'll stop talking now. Bye.